Welcome back to Avengers Autos, the channel where we go beyond flashy marketing, ignore the boring technical jargon, and focus on what actually matters, how a car truly feels when you live with it. Today's spotlight isn't just on another luxury SUV. This is something far more dominant, far more intentional, the Lexus LX 1000. This SUV doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't need to. It simply exists, and everything around it quietly steps aside. Let's begin at the rear, because that's where the LX 1000 makes its first unforgettable impression. Stretching seamlessly from one end to the other is a full-width LED light signature. It's not just a taillight, it's a statement, a single continuous red beam that transforms the entire rear into something architectural, clean, bold, and undeniably modern. Just beneath that, you'll notice the quad exhaust setup, 2 outlets on each side, perfectly aligned. They sit alongside a sharply sculpted rear diffuser finished with aggressive vertical fins. Nothing here feels overdone or fake. Every detail feels intentional, like it belongs. Up top, a subtle roof spoiler adds just the right amount of sportiness, while the Lexus badge sits confidently at the center of the tailgate. Simple, proud, and unmistakable. Even when parked, the LX 1000 carries a sense of motion, like it's ready to surge forward at any moment. Now move toward the front, and this is where design meets authority. The signature spindle grille has evolved into something even more commanding. It's larger, sharper, and filled with an intricate mesh pattern that shifts its personality depending on how you look at it. Up close, it's aggressive. From a distance, it's elegant. The headlights are razor-thin and sharply angled, cutting back into the body with precision. They don't just light the road, they define the face of the vehicle. Lower down, wide air intakes add depth and aggression, while subtle chrome elements outline the design like fine detailing on a luxury watch. Then come the wheels, large, multi-spoke alloys finished in dark tones. They fill the arches perfectly, giving the LX 1000 a planted, confident stance despite its height. From the side, the proportions tell a story of power and balance. This is not your standard LX. This is a wide-body interpretation with flared rear shoulders that give it a muscular presence. The chrome side steps aren't just functional, they visually connect the entire side profile, making the SUV look grounded and complete. And in black, this SUV becomes something entirely different. Under bright sunlight, it reflects like a mirror, deep, glossy, almost liquid. But under cloudy skies, it absorbs everything around it, blending into the environment like a shadow, quiet, dominant, unavoidable. Step inside, and the experience takes a completely different turn. The cabin doesn't just feel premium, it feels crafted. The dashboard flows like a continuous piece of art, wrapped almost entirely in quilted leather with precise diamond stitching. This pattern isn't random, it runs consistently across the seats, doors, and dashboard, creating a unified design language. Touches of carbon fiber are placed carefully throughout the interior, on the center console, steering wheel, and door trims. It's not overwhelming, just enough to remind you that performance lives beneath the luxury. The steering wheel itself is a highlight, flat-bottomed, perfectly contoured, with a mix of leather and carbon fiber that feels solid and premium in your hands. At the center, the Lexus emblem sits like a mark of confidence. Everything is exactly where it should be. Climate controls, drive modes, no unnecessary complications, no digging through menus. In front of you, a digital instrument cluster glows in a calm blue tone. It delivers information clearly, without clutter or distraction. The infotainment screen sits just above, angled slightly toward the driver. It's large, responsive, and blends naturally into the design instead of dominating it. The front seats are sculpted for both comfort and support. Whether you're cruising or cornering, they hold you perfectly without ever feeling restrictive. Even the smallest details, like the LX 1000 branded floor mats, are designed with precision. Now moving to the rear seats, because this is where the LX 1000 truly defines luxury. The second-row captain seats are incredibly comfortable. Deep cushioning, soft leather, and supportive headrests create a space that feels more like a lounge than a car. Between them, a sleek center console gives rear passengers full control over climate, media, and seat adjustments through a touch-sensitive interface. Behind the front seats, entertainment screens are mounted cleanly and adjust smoothly. Long journeys suddenly feel shorter. Ambient lighting flows gently across the cabin in a calming blue tone. It's subtle, never distracting, just enough to create a peaceful atmosphere at night. Every surface you touch feels refined. Every stitch aligns perfectly. Nothing feels rushed. On the road, the LX 1000 delivers its power with confidence. The twin-turbo V8 engine doesn't overwhelm you. It moves you forward with smooth, endless strength. Acceleration feels effortless, whether you're merging onto a highway or overtaking at speed. The air suspension system constantly adapts to the road, smoothing out bumps before you even notice them. Despite its size and weight, the ride feels calm and controlled. The all-wheel drive system works quietly in the background. You don't think about it. You just feel secure, even when conditions aren't ideal. Imagine this moment. It's late at night. The road ahead is empty. Inside, the cabin glows softly in blue. The outside world fades away. The engine hums gently, the ride remains perfectly smooth, and the LX 1000 moves forward with quiet authority. This isn't just driving, this is traveling in complete comfort. What truly separates the LX 1000 from others is something deeper: experience. Lexus has spent decades perfecting the art of luxury, and that philosophy shows here. Every detail feels thoughtful, every element feels complete. This is inspired by the Japanese concept of omotenashi, anticipating needs before they arise. You see it in the stitching, the lighting, the material choices. It's not about showing off, it's about understanding comfort at a deeper level. Now, compared to something like the Honda Legend SUV, the difference becomes clear. On paper, the competition may look strong, but in reality, the LX 1000 operates on a different level. Its design feels more confident, its interior feels more refined, its presence feels more complete. Where others try to reach luxury, the LX 1000 simply lives in it. But let's keep it real, because no vehicle is perfect. This is a large SUV, and you will feel its size. In tight city streets, crowded areas, or narrow parking spaces, it demands patience. It's not something you casually squeeze into small gaps. Fuel efficiency also isn't its strongest point, but that's expected in this category. However, if you have the space, the budget, and a desire for something truly premium, something that feels special every single time you step inside, the LX 1000 delivers. It combines power, presence, and comfort in a way that very few vehicles can match today. It may not be for everyone, but for the right buyer, it's close to perfect. So, tell me, would you choose the LX 1000 over its rivals? Which color would you go for? And what should we review next here on Avengers Autos? If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe for more real car reviews, and I'll catch you in the next.